everyone, and welcome to today's episode of the Wildcat Way Show, where our motto is pride, respect, class, and character. Today we have a very special guest. We have Dalton Spiers with us today, who is our leading admissions specialist. We are so excited to have you on today, Dalton, so thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Mackenzie.
Awesome. So you grew up here in Poplarville, so you've been here your entire life. So tell us about that time growing up in Poplarville and then coming to Pearl River.
Yeah, growing up in Poplarville, I absolutely loved it. I love to be able to walk down the street and see everybody. Everybody knows your name, everybody knows your family. So Poplarville's connection with me has just been extraordinary. I think Poplarville is the best place anyone could grow up. It's just like having a big extended family. So leading into my college career, I obviously knew I was coming to Pearl River. Pearl River's been a second home to me my entire life. Every event as a student was held here at Pearl River. So from a very young age, we came to Pearl River for everything. So that was just a natural progression for me, was to come to Pearl River.
Right, so it's kind of like you saw yourself here even before you were here.
Absolutely. Poplarville does such a good job with incorporating Pearl River into its community. So it was a no-brainer.
Absolutely. So tell us about the time here as a student. What was it like for you?
It was just like transitioning from high school into a big family. We always say that Pearl River is a family, and I couldn't agree more. I had no issues transitioning into Pearl River. It just felt natural.
Yes, absolutely.
I dove right in, got involved. I started working for the vice president for instruction, and fell in love with education.
Awesome. So tell us about, you did start working whenever you started going to school here. So
Yeah.
tell us what you were doing as far as work here.
Absolutely. So I started right after I graduated high school as a student worker. So I worked
Ambitious.
I tried. I directly dove into a student worker position in the office of the vice president for instruction. So through that, I was able to kind of learn what the community college system was about in Mississippi. I was coming to college to go into the healthcare field. I thought I was going to be an anesthesiologist.
Really?
And so I started here at Pearl River as a work study and absolutely fell in love with education. I fell in love with what the community college system in Mississippi stands for and the impact that we make on students. And so here I am, I haven't left yet.
Absolutely. It is very easy to get so passionate about that whenever you start becoming involved in it. So tell us about kind of the transition that you've made from the beginning of working there into where you're at now.
Yeah, so I started working directly after high school, like we said, and I only worked 1 year as a student worker. So my second year here at Pearl River, I was hired on full-time in the Office of Admissions and Records. So through that process, I was able to do online coursework and finish my bachelor's degree, and then I went straight through my master's degree online, all while working full-time here at Pearl River.
That's incredible, because to do that is that's super time-consuming to be able to do all of that at one time.
It is, but Pearl River is such a great place to work and study, so they made it super easy for me and manageable to manage my work and schooling. So it was a wonderful experience.
That's awesome. So what about Pearl River? Tell us about what you do now, day to day. Like, what does a day look like for you? What are you over?
Sure.
Things like that.
So my full-time position is in admissions and records. So I maintain a allotted number of students' admissions files. So I oversee their application process. I oversee collecting transcripts. I'm the custodian of their file here at Pearl River. I monitor their academic progress throughout their time, as well as making sure I'm there if they need me. I also am over one of the men's dorms, so I get to dabble my hand in student housing a little. So I love that student interaction that I don't necessarily get front lines in admissions,
right.
But through housing I have that avenue of student success and watching a student grow as a student and a person while at Pearl River.
That's pretty amazing too. Absolutely. Seeing that growth, like you said, especially from the time that they get here to the time that they graduate, they're two totally different people.
Absolutely.
By that point too.
And it's just wonderful to help guide them through that success, to see them mature into the adults that we strive to help them get to.
Absolutely. And you start off, you're the first person that they probably even come to because you're in that admissions part.
Absolutely.
That's the very first step of becoming a Wildcat.
It is.
So tell us a little bit about what's going on for the future of Pearl River and your role as far as what you have in mind for the admissions process.
Yes. So we have made great leaps and bounds. I always say that the back end processes that we started running when I first started here is completely different. We're absolutely trying to evolve those processes, make those processes smoother for our students. We have gone completely paperless in admissions. We are utilizing our technology to make it easier for students to apply, to submit transcripts, to get those documents to be fully accepted. So to see that process continue to move in the direction of the modern age of technology is just absolutely wonderful.
Progress. That's awesome. So we're going towards which I mean, I'm pretty sure that y'all already are now, like paperless.
We are. We're completely paperless in the Office of Admissions. So everything that comes through our office is digital. It's scanned into our system, saved. There's no more paper files. It's almost weird.
Love that. I mean, that's what, and to us, that's just how we grew up.
That's right.
That's
just
things
natural.
That we know, exactly.
Yeah.
So kind of talking about that too, you're super young. You're just like me. We're the
Yes.
same age. But like to work here and to be a part of a very diverse group of faculty. So tell us a little bit about how it was starting off as being so young and in this kind of field.
You know, and you can relate to that because we did grow up together. We went from kindergarten to graduated together, so it's an honor to be able to work together.
I know. It's awesome.
You know, you feel a little intimidated when you first started. You worry, like, what are people going to think? Like, are they going to think of you differently because you're a little younger? But you know, that wasn't the case. Everyone was super accepting, supportive. I think the best mentors in my life has been from here at Pearl River. And they have been able to help guide me and shape me. They've taken me under their wing, helped grow me personally and professionally. And so I think it was the perfect age to come into the setting of higher education. You know, we're breaking the norms that we are a little younger, but I think with our wisdom and our innovation, that we are really going to help lead Pearl River forward.
Absolutely, and we can have the best of the best help us to guide us and teach us how to do that.
To get there, yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. It's a great environment to be in.
It is.
Just like you said, I mean, everybody here, they want to see you grow, they want to help you. And with that being said, so what is your ideas for your future? Do you see yourself staying here at Pearl River? We were just talking earlier, you've been here for 6 years already.
Yes.
So what does that look like for you?
Yes, I absolutely plan to stay here at Pearl River. Like I said earlier, I have fallen in love with education. And my passion is strictly in the community college setting. And I really think the Lord has me here at Pearl River for a reason. And I plan to stay here as long as His plan allows me to.
Absolutely. Well, I think that you're perfectly suited here.
Well,
I think that you're awesome at this. I would have told you that whenever you were in 5th grade. That I was like, you're going to lead somebody someday. You're going to be the director of something.
Yes.
So I think this is a perfect position for you.
Well, thank you.
And I love how passionate you are about it. And I thank you so much for coming on the show today and for talking to me and for telling me all about your role here at Pearl River.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Okay, well, thank you everyone for tuning in to this episode of the Wildcat Way Show. You can always subscribe to our YouTube channel, or you can listen to this on any kind of podcast platform that you prefer. And continue to live the Wildcat Way.